Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Moyer, principal here at Willow Lane. Welcome. We're happy to have you with us this year. I'm going to share about some policies and procedures for Willow Lane this year that will probably look a little bit different to some of you, but as you know, we want you back and we want you here, but we want everyone to stay safe. So, I'm going to start and I'm going to make believe that I'm a student getting out of a bus. So here we go. If I were a student who was exiting a bus, of course I would have my mask on already because students will wear their masks on the bus to stay safe. I'm going to get out of the bus, only one bus exits at a time, and we're only going to use these two entrances this year if we're getting off the bus and walking into school. These are the entrances 21 and 22, and there will be adults here to help you, but these are the doors that you would enter if you're exiting the bus and entering our school. Let's walk this way, and I'll show you what you would do if you were a car rider in the morning. One of the things you'll notice about our school this year is typically we have many students, sometimes more than 700. This year though, because of the hybrid schedule, there should probably not be any more than 250 students here at one time, which is going to feel different. But you'll have just as many adults as we always do. So you'll have just as much support, and it will even be more individualized, which is really nice. Car drop-off students would come in this way, up this sidewalk in front of our school. As soon as you exit your car, we want you to put on your mask to stay safe, and we want you to stay distanced. We want you to think about helicopter arms. If you're walking and you put your arms out and you can't touch someone in the front or the back, you're at a good distance from another student. So let's go inside our school, and I'll show you what that looks like. The school lobby is going to look a little bit different. There just won't be as many things in it. It's still going to be warm and friendly, but it just won't be as crowded as maybe as a theater. I don't really have it set up yet, but there will be some chairs in the lobby, but the chairs won't be next to one another. There would be chairs sitting by themselves. So we don't want people to really socialize in the lobby. Just, again, for safety reasons. You'll notice that you're going to see many more hand sanitizer stations in our school. Feel free to use these anytime you need to or want to. It's never enough, so please feel free to use hand sanitizer whenever you think you would have touched things or you need to clean your hands. Maybe I'll do that right now because I touched the door handle. This is our gym. And our gym has some of my lobby things in it right now, but the gym will still be used for gym class. So you'll still be able to enjoy gym class in the gym. We just won't have special assemblies or large group gatherings for now. We'll get back to that hopefully this school year, but we just won't do any large group incredible assemblies. You're walking down this way, you notice one of our public bathrooms, and you're gonna see some signage. I don't have all my posters and signs yet. This one says, please stay 6 feet apart. And if you don't know what that means, think your helicopter arms so you can't touch in the front or the back. Good distance. Also, you're going to see the lightning footprints, the hawk footprints that we've had for many years. That's also a great guide to know how far apart you should be. If I stand in the middle of the footprints and I put my arms out, you can see it's about the right distance. So think about standing on the footprint. If somebody's standing on the footprint there, that would be a great distance to be apart. You see our custodial staff coming down. They've been extremely busy all school year, working on getting things ready, and they actually were so effective this year, they went way above and beyond. So you'll see those gentlemen here at our school, and they will be here to help you just like all the other staff members will be. When we look at the bathroom, this will be a situation where teachers will bring you for a bathroom break. Again, we'll have less students. We're talking maybe 10 to 12 students in a classroom. So they'll bring you down and they would monitor. We're asking that only 4 students at a time are in the bathroom. Do what you need to do, come back out. Always remember to stay 6 feet apart. And if you need to come down by yourself, and sometimes you might need to use the restroom, which is okay, but you would come down and again think of only 4 in the bathroom and helicopter arm distance apart. So, let's keep going down this way. That's Mrs. Martin. She's coming in to do some work today. this is where the cafeteria is, and typically we'd be using the cafeteria. This year we will not. We're going to be eating lunch in the classroom. So you really won't be coming down this hallway very much, at least to start. Lunch will be in the classroom, and it will be delivered to your room. If you're buying lunch or if you're packing lunch, you'll have your lunch there. We ask that you refrain from bringing peanut or nut products to the classroom, just so that we can stay safe in case there are other children who have allergies. You also will have snack time in the classroom. Again, try to avoid nut products. And we also will have breakfast served, but breakfast will be in a bag, as lunch will be served in a bag. Breakfast will be here at a table if you order breakfast, and you would pick the bag up and you take it to your classroom. Nobody will be eating breakfast in the hallway. If you take that bag, the bag stays closed until you get into the classroom. The teacher will guide you when it's okay to eat it. We're thinking about 9:10, once after the bell rings, we want you sitting down and eating then. Now, if you're eating, of course, you have to take your mask off, and that's okay. Let's talk about masks. Masks will stay on at all times unless there is a break time, and there will be break times. It's very hard to keep this on for a long period of time. So the teacher will schedule break times. We're going to do those break times outside, possibly inside. So you will get a chance to get relief from the mask. You may see some children at Willow Lane that won't have a mask on. And if they don't have a mask on, there's a justifiable reason. So it's not for children to judge other people and say, you should be wearing a mask. That's for the adults to take care of. So nobody judges anyone if they don't have a mask on, because there would be a reason why they wouldn't be wearing a mask. So let's keep walking down. I see the music room here on the left. The only specialist class that will take place in their typical area is gym. They'll use the gym, but library, art, and music will take place in the classroom. Those specialists will be visiting your room for the specialist class. You're going to see lockers here. The lockers will not be used this year. And I know many of you enjoy lockers. You love to use the locker, but we will not be using them this year. So those will be off limits while we're still in our health situation. We're going to go into a classroom down here and show you what a classroom will look like. We're going to come into this kindergarten classroom. Come on in. This classroom hasn't really been set up entirely yet, but this gives you an idea of what a typical classroom would look like. You'll notice that we have individual desks, and they're spaced 6 feet apart for safety. You'll notice that there's a chair next door to the desk. That's going to be where you can put your backpack or coat or any personal belongings, maybe your lunch. That would all go on this chair. And that seems a little weird, but we thought that's an easy way to give you a space to place some things. You can also place things in your desk also. But this is what a typical classroom would look like. Looks a little different than it would typically look, but this is how we'll start the school year. I have an iPad in my hand, and I'm carrying this iPad for a specific reason. Everybody will have an iPad this year, and I know you're going to love that, because everybody loves iPads. When you carry your iPad, and you might be carrying it in the school, I know you will be at some point, we ask that you carry it like this. Put it across your chest and across your arms so that you have a real strong grip on it. You know, if I have a backpack on my backpack would be there, and I'd be carrying my iPad like this. If I were carrying it, perhaps it would be in my backpack. But don't carry your iPad like this, because it's very easy for it to slip out. Let's go back out in the hall. Let's talk about what recess may look like. Recess, of course, will take place outside. We're going to limit the groups of students when they're outside, because if there are less students on a particular playground, it could be the back playground, it could be the field. If there are less kids, it's easier to stay a safe distance apart. We want to keep remembering the helicopter arm distance on the playground, so you will have that opportunity to be outside. We think fresh air and outdoor activity is important, and that's something we need to continue to remember. Let me just review my list and see if there's anything else I may have forgotten. I think I have shared everything I want to say. I know one thing. We have stairwells in our school. Follow me. We have 3 stairwells. There's one at the front entrance, one in the middle, and one at the opposite end of the school. To make sure that we can stay apart, we designated different grade levels for different stairwells. I'm going to show you the middle stairwell here, which is the blue stairwell. The middle stairwell is going to be for second floor students and second floor students only. So second and third grade students will use the blue stairwell to go up and down. The first stairwell, which is the green stairwell, that will be used for kindergarten and first grade students only, or first floor students. The red stairwell, which is all the way on the end, that will be used for third floor students or fourth and fifth grade students only. So let's walk back down. We'll head back to the lobby. You're going to also hear from other staff members during this video who will share some other information with you. And again, I thank you for listening. You can watch this as many times as you want. If it helps you to remember, and we'll be refreshing you with all these policies and procedures when the school year starts. Again, we don't want to make this scary. It's going to be the same Willow Lane with the same staff members, same friendly faces as you've always seen. The only difference is now our friendly faces might have a mask on, or they will have a mask on. But we welcome you. We look forward to having you back. I know I'm eager to see everyone. It's very important to still have some social connections, but we just want to make sure that you're all safe. We wish you a great year, and welcome to Willow Lane.